As promised in my previous video, today we're going to be customizing a Twitch channel, making it look more professional. This video is for complete beginners and people who have been procrastinating. And yes, we all know big streamers who don't have fancy looking channels, but as a small streamer, can you allow yourself to take the risk of not giving a good first impression? Well, if you're watching this, you already made the right choice. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to be using my alt or my bot account for this. This account is not affiliated, I barely stream on it. So if you're new, this should be as close as possible to what you have. I also made my mouse huge so you can hopefully see where I'm at all times. Alright, first things first, you want to log in to your Twitch account. Then you want to click on Creator Dashboard. Alright, so on the home menu, that's on the left here, you want to go down to Settings and click on Channel. Now, immediately under About, this is where you can put your bio. Your bio appears under your About page. So if I go back here, this is the bio section right there. There it is, right here. So if you want to write a little paragraph, you should put it here. Social media links, they go in here, but this is not what we're concerned about today. We're just going to make it look good. So we're going to click on the next tab, which is brand. And this is where we'll be able to start uploading images and play around with colors. Now, the whole thing about branding is picking a consistent style and a consistent color scheme. But if you're starting out, I'm guessing you don't have a bunch of artwork. This is where you can go to gumroad.com/getlevel. It is not the only way to get stream graphics, but those are graphics that I created myself. Most of them are free, but if you decide to throw a tip in there, well, that would help me out a lot. But of course, as I always say, make sure you download something that is free first, get used to it, and later on, if you want to change, you can get something paid. All right, we're gonna go with this one because it's like typical dude gamer bro, Call of Duty, Arc Raiders, FPS competitive shooter game. That's the style. And you want to make sure you read the description thoroughly before downloading anything, even if it's free, because you'll see that right there. It tells you exactly what's in the pack. Do not DM me asking me for files that were never mentioned. All right. And then on the right here, you can name a fair price. So this is where if you want a tip, feel free to do so. If not, type 0, add to cart, and then top right, enter your email address and click get. There you go. From there, you'll have access to all the contents of that pack. As you can see, there's a lot, even though it's completely free. Also, you have an email that's been sent to you where you can always come back and access those. Okay. So we have something called Avatar Transparent. We're going to download that. I'm going to put them all in one folder. We would like a banner, please. In this case, we don't need the camera overlay because that goes into your broadcasting software and not Twitch itself. Same thing for labels bars. For the panel, we're going to download a couple of them. Panel about, panel donate. We're also going to get an offline image, you'll see. And we will ignore the scenes for now because, again, this goes into your broadcasting software. All right, so at this point, we should have everything we need right here. So first things first, the profile picture. Usually you want to try your best to have a profile picture that matches the rest of your branding, but it's not super necessary. It's just like the extra cherry on top if you do. And what I'm going to do is find an image of myself. I'm going to copy my image from Twitter. I'm going to open it in MS Paint with the selection tool. Can't believe I'm giving you guys a tutorial in MS Paint, but here we are. So I right click on the image on Twitter, copy image, and then I went here, clicked on paste or Control V. All right, now what we need is our Avatar Transparent. Then we can go File. You'll see Import to Canvas from a file. Click on that, then go find that image. Mine is right there. Double click and it imports it. As you can see, it doesn't match. What we have to do is go at the bottom here until we see this icon and drag it. In this case, my profile picture was a perfect square, so we have a good idea where the corner is going to be. Boom, just like that. And I'm going to scroll down, click away from the selection to deselect everything, and then go find my corner handle of the canvas and then bring that up until this fits. And then you can save it. We're going to save as a PNG picture and save our profile picture. But I must say that if in 2026 you still don't know how to use MS Paint, you need to reevaluate everything. I'm going to delete my previous profile picture. We're going to click Add Profile Picture. We're going to find the one we just created and click Open. There it is. Beautiful. All right, nice. Okay, next thing is the profile accent color. And the accent color is basically going to be the highlight color for your VODs, if I have any. Do I even have clips? I do. So when I hover over clips, you can see the little purple thing at the bottom, right? You can see on top, this is all purple. And on the right side, we have this little purple thing. So that's the color. If you're going to have a banner that's going to be a certain color and some panels that are going to be a certain color, you kind of want all of that to match, right? So we need to make sure that our profile accent color matches our banner, our artwork in general. But how do we know exactly which color this is? Well, we can color pick it. We can color pick it multiple ways. But MS Paint, for example, I can't believe this is an MS Paint tutorial, most likely has a color picker too. It's right there. Having a huge mouse is not helping at all. We're going to try to pick that specific color, okay? It added it up here. Then from there, what we can do is click on that rainbow color, edit colors, and it gives us the exact hex code for that color. Right click, copy, and just paste it right there. Right click, paste, and would you look at that? Even gives you a preview of what it's gonna look like. Click Save Changes, and you can see the generated background for the banner already changed, but we're not gonna keep it that way because we're gonna use a custom image, which we're gonna upload. Click once here, and we're gonna click on banner, which we downloaded. Wait a couple seconds, and then we can click Save, all right? And at the very bottom, there's something called the video player banner, and it tells you this is displayed on the player when your channel is offline. This is what I call the offline image. This is when people click on the word chat or the chat tab on your channel right here. You see that void right there? You could actually have some information displaying right there. So let's do that. Click update, and thankfully we had an offline image included in the overlay pack, and there it is. So if we go to the channel and we refresh, we should see our banner is up there. Profile picture has that little mint, teal, whatever color that is. And then our chat has the currently offline artwork. Of course, if you have access to Photoshop or Canva or Photopea or Affinity, you can add your socials here. It could be a good way of displaying information that you actually want people to see. Now let's do something about the panels, and then we will be done. Now for the panels, all you have to do is click on Edit Panels right here on top of them. And if you have none, you can click on the plus, click Add Text or Image Panels. You don't need to put a panel title because, well, the image literally will say exactly what the panel is. Let's say our specs here. Make sure you do not crop anything. Put the full thing in there. Image links to, if you want it to be clickable to an external link. For example, the specs panel could link to a PC Builder website where you have like your full specs. And if you're affiliated, you can make some money like that. People can see what parts you have, and if they want to buy them, it could be ready for them. I don't know exactly which website does that. And something very important here is the accessible image description. Since we're not typing any text manually, this will help with accessibility. For example, screen readers. For people who cannot physically see what's on screen, their computer will read whatever text is on a web page. This is where you can describe a list of Scales computer specs and a link to buy the specific parts. Click Submit, wait a couple seconds, click on Edit Panels again, and it should appear. Look at that, beautiful. So all you have to do is the exact same thing for the rest. Oh yeah, and you can also, why is the hand so weird? You can also click and drag the panels to switch the order. Usually we want the About panel to be first. All right, that looks way better. Now for the About panel, you kind of want to write maybe one paragraph or two about yourself. And if you want to know how to format it, right there it'll tell you supports Markdown. It'll bring you to this page where it will teach you exactly what you need to put in order to have, like, you know, some bold text, some headers, some actual links inside the text, and all that good stuff. This is also useful for your schedule if you want to type it out. In the pack, there is a schedule panel right there, but also there is a blank panel in case you want to create your own. Let's say if there's something missing, let's say you're an artist and you want to put your Spotify. So there's a blank panel right there. And also, you know, if you read the description, there will be a link to the exact font I used. Then from there, you just got to match the color or just recreate all the panels you need so that everything matches. And there you have it. Those are the basics of customizing your Twitch channel with some artwork. Make sure you do put some lines in your About Me and also put your socials here. Do not put too many links, just like 4 max should be fine. And the actual About Me section here, if you write a little paragraph, do not be self-deprecating. It's not cute. It's not hee hee ha ha. It makes people genuinely think that you don't believe in your own content and turns people off. Focus on your strength. Tell me what I'm gonna enjoy. I don't wanna hear about what you can or can't do, what you're bad at or whatever. This is not the right place for that. Other tip is make sure that your donate panel or your tip panel is not all the way down. Keep it kind of visible. I would say the same line as the About Me because this is Twitch. People tip, they expect to be a tip page. Don't make it difficult for them to have to scroll to find it. And then voila, this will populate more once you start streaming, like your homepage here. On my actual channel, everything looks like this. You can see that I have my banner actually blending into my accent color here. You can see my featured clips are showing. If we click on about, oh, I need to remove this. This was just a test. But you can see my panels. I went for something that is more square, but those are custom made. So if you're creating your own, you can also put your own full about me text inside of one. You can use panel extensions. And let's check my offline image. I don't even remember what was in there. That's an old one. I should really update that. If this was helpful, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and make sure you set it to everything. And let me know, what else would you like to know? What will the next video be? Possibly how to set up the overlays that actually matches the Twitch channel now so that your broadcast can actually match your channel. Maybe? Let me know in the comments.